I feel a little intimidated coming to a council meeting and seeing people with guns on their hips. You go to a courthouse or any other public building, you go through x-ray machines and your airports and everything else. You can't go to these places with guns. This is a government entity.
We're going to come back and go to this guy going, we need to have scanners like airports everywhere. We can't have citizens with guns. I'm scared. Oh, no. They got scanners at airports and control. I don't want citizens armed here. It's scary to me. It intimidates me to have citizens armed. Oh, it's horrible. Now, the media there was like zooming in on these guys with sidearms going, oh my gosh, and citizens are pointing like, oh, look at they got, but then they see guys in black camo with their pants bloused into their combat boots with German shepherds bugging their eyes out. They go, oh, I feel so safe. And this is so scary, citizens with guns. You understand the most dangerous thing in history is government? You understand statistically it's the most criminal thing? I mean, that's universally known in political science. That is an absolute fact, undebatable, undeniable. Psychopaths rotate towards law enforcement and towards government. Does that mean all of them are that? No. Does that mean even a large minority are? No. But does it mean that there is a key minority of them, that many times more statistically than the general population? Yes. That's basic criminology, and I'm tired of the denials. We need to get back to the point where people... Now, I'll be honest with you. Quite frankly, it offends me when I see police going around with machine guns and with automatic, semi-automatic rifles and in camo and armored vehicles. It is militarized. Like if I go on a vacation... I saw a thing on TV about cruise ships where they don't want to arm them against pirates that do get attacked sometimes, modern-day pirates, because it's offensive to people. They don't want to be seeing guys in black uniforms walking around with German shepherds and machine guns when you're out on your cruise. You don't want to think about that. And I've been on a couple cruises, by the way. I wish I had time to go on one. But this was about like cruises off Africa where they get attacked in Asia, the big fancy ones. But people don't want to see that. They don't want to be around it. And it's not that I'm afraid of guns or don't like guns. I mean, I know if it was 50 years ago and I saw a cop in a nice fancy blue uniform, dressed nice, professional. See, that's why they put them in black monkey outfits with ball caps so they don't act professional. Then I probably would feel good, actually. Because, statistically back then, and I've looked at the numbers, they were a lot better. They weren't perfect. You still had some bad counties, but pretty much cops were good. And that's why people liked them, and they were friendly, and they knew everybody. But, man, when a crime happened, they went ape because this is their community. But then when they shifted away from that to revenue generation and law enforcement and keeping the cattle in line, and it all gets into the whole philosophy, the rest of it. I mean, don't the police wish they wore nice uniforms, good-looking uniforms, instead of these monkey outfits you wear? I mean, I was looking at Canadian cops in Ottawa. They look sharp, like cops used to look here. They look like monkeys or something. But I'm already digressing. The point is they know the psychology of how they dress you is how you behave. And I think I've said enough on this subject. It's just that the fact that we've gotten so domesticated, that we've come so far, that citizens shake in fear at the sight of guns. And I just want to give you an advisory in the U.S. A lot of cities arrest you a week after a library book is due and charge you with felonies. A lot of cities arrest you 2 days after your video's late. Because they need to arrest somebody, folks. They're not allowed to arrest the illegals, and literally, for anything less than felonies. Drinking, driving, anything, they're allowed to do it. No ID, no problem. They're supposed to leave them alone, and you're the fat cattle. So don't think just because you swiped your credit card that you paid for gas. Make sure you get a receipt or they'll SWAT team you. I see these cases every day, folks. I'm telling you about real problems here. If you are putting a rifle on the back of your car to go deer hunting or to go to the range, I back my car in the garage. And it's not that I'm living in fear and a coward. It's just that these guys can go out on the Vanguard and wear their guns on their sides. And I know in a way I'm giving into the fear and the control by pulling my car in to load a gun. But I realize the chicken necks are dangerous, folks. The chicken necks are everywhere. And the cops have been trained to respond to any cowardly, I see a box on the side of the highway, I think it's an Al-Qaeda nuclear bomb with proton missiles, with dinosaurs and Godzilla and 17 flying saucers in it. But then real threats like Mexican troops attacking and cross-border wars and more rocket attacks this week and hand grenades and mass death and kidnappings and slaughter and dead cops, back of the paper. Everything is sick. It is. I'm living in an insane asylum. I keep saying it. I can't believe it. Meanwhile, the Austin police run around with robots to every cardboard box on the side of the road, freaking out on the news, training us all to ninny and run around imaginary Al-Qaeda groups.